Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to some more 07 Scape with me, Catonkey. Now, first thing first is actually an update quickly of my stats and stuff. Also, I wanted to show you guys my camo top and legs. I know other people have got loads of other different sets and that sort of crap. Some of my mate had Nigcom had a zombie gravedigger, whatever how you call it, helmet thingy, face mask, whatever the hell it's called. I've got a frog token. I'm happy with that. So first things first, talk you guys through my stats. I'll talk you through how I got all this stuff. I think as of last time I had the majority of these stats. I got the slider up a little bit of XP from animal magnetism. I think, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure I did. But apart from that there, I finished off my dog's task, which got me up to about level 23 I think, and then I killed like one rock slug, because that's my current task, and got myself to like level 24. So that's kind of what I got for my slayer. Fletching, I'm not too sure if I got up. No, I got that up after animal magnetism. How I did that was, I had quite a lot of stuff in my bank. I still have a fair wee bit of stuff in my bank. I had 1,000 more. I thought 1,200. No, actually, I had about 935 more than what I do now. I had loads of these things, loads of arrow shafts. I don't know why I have them. I cut them ages ago, I think. I didn't have any feathers for them, but I took my money and I bought feathers from, I can't remember his name, the guy in Port Sarim. I think his name was Gerald, actually. I bought them from him, put them on the arrows, or the arrow shafts, made them into headless arrows. That got me up to, I made 200 bronze arrows with them because I had the arrow tips from the ranging guild. I then fletched them up to level 15, and then I made the 735 iron arrows that I could with the rest of it. And that got me up to 20 fletching, so that's me kind of happy enough for the fletching. Oh, I wanted to get it off the ground. I just couldn't be bothered doing loads of arrow shafts until I had level 15, because I really wanted to do my iron arrows and not do bronze, but I can did a few bronze. Few other interesting stats. Obviously the range, I continued to train that. I went to the range guild. That's why I got 40 rune arrows in my bank. I did 50 rounds of the little, what you call it, the little competition thing, and got myself 2,099 tokens or tickets, and I bought my 50 rune arrows with it. There were 200 each, so you kind of break even. It's pretty much free XP, so it is, if you are selling them, and I couldn't really keep it in my bank until I either decide to PvP or decide to just high level range stuff, if you're not doing with a bow. So that's kind of that. You might notice my 38 magic as well. I'm going for 51, kind of casually going for 51. I'm trying to find them. Yeah, Ardoin's the last teleport. Trollheim, it's not exactly that helpful unless God Wars is in it, so you know, I'm not really too fussed. Again, 8x12, I don't plan to do Monkey Madness anytime soon. Dragon Scimitar, to me, I'd rather just go straight on the barrows instead of just skipping the Dragon Sim. Plus, I probably won't be doing melee. I've said this before, I want to focus on range, so you know, that's not that useful for me. Currently, I've obviously got up to the Falador teleport, Varric and Umbridge. One I kind of want is the Camelot one. I'm not too fussed about Ardoin, but it is good for practicality. Having said that, if I couldn't be bothered getting from 45 to 51, I can just teleport to Camelot and take a boat, so it's not terribly bad. So I got that up by, well, I used up all the runes in my bank. I then went law running for people. I got myself some money. I spent 130k on KS runes, and that got me from, I think, 17 to 38, which was kind of disappointing. I wanted to get a little bit higher from that, but, well, what can you do? So that's kind of a little brief update on the stats. Now, this is my bank at the minute. I'd like to kind of talk to you guys through what we're going to do with all this junk in my bank. First I want to check here, fletching. When can I do something with steel? That seems like willows. Okay, 35 for that. What about crossbows? Okay, so you need 35 basically for willows. It's kind of interesting. So, let's talk you guys through. First of all, the bottom bit here is obviously my gear. It's kind of recently used stuff. I don't know why I got 10 cash runes. I probably should have used them, but meh, who cares? These are all just kind of runes. I kind of try to sort this out a little bit more. My stuff needs to be sorted out. I want to keep the anti-poison down here, though. I don't really care if the frog token goes on up. It doesn't really matter. This is trying to make a little row. I'll probably put my runes, actually, what I did before. I do this in private servers. I put my runes up the top. Don't know if anybody else does that. I think I've seen other people doing it as well, but I just kind of found it a little bit easier because there's so many different types of runes. I guess you could do it with seeds too, but the problem is with seeds, they're just seeds, okay? Nobody cares about them. So, and hopefully they'll implement the kind of current bank feature for sort and stuff, so you can kind of search for stuff a lot easier. So it would be, but meh. So let me just drag the runes up. Most of these runes are, well, I don't actually know where half these are from. Some of them are starter runes, some of them are stuff I've bought. The water runes I've bought paired with the chaos runes, because the water spell was the only one I could actually cast at the time, whenever I was starting to train. I've also got our gems as well. These, I'm going to actually use them now, I think, to be honest, and make good use of them. It's always good to make good use of things. I'll put my gear on real quick. I'll talk you guys through why I've got, I have someone happen to go at me for some weird reason for having this gear. I mean, I've got obviously awful gear, stats wise probably, but he was complaining that I have the dueling ring and the games necklace instead of whatever the hell gives me bonuses or something. Personally, I don't really care about the stats bonuses. It doesn't really fuss me, and that's in order as far as I'm aware. It's kind of good because I like things in order. And let's put up our salmon. And let's put up our melee gear. We're not going to use that for a while, so it can just safely sit in there. There we go. So a lot of this stuff as well needs to be used. So we've got our arrow shafts here. We're going to eventually get back into hunter. I think we've got ourselves to level 12 hunter. It's really not that much. We're going to try to level our hunter up a little bit more, get some arrows from it, or some feathers from it, and use that there to make them and in the arrow shafts. Maybe smith it, or maybe back from the ranging guilds, get the arrowheads for it, and then put them on. So that's kind of the plan. Let's put the banana tree seed up here. Pardon me. Perfect. Now, these seeds here, interestingly enough, most of them are technically not mine. I'll talk you guys through why in 1 second here. Some of them here are from bird's nest. You can see there's bird's nest there. The other one, I actually dropped the actual nest itself. I don't know what possessed me to do it, because I didn't realize that Sargon and Bruiser are eventually going to become useful. So it might be quite useful to keep it, but that only dawned on me afterwards. Now, the two that I got from a bird's nest were, I think it was a maple tree seed. Yep, that's it there. And the banana tree seed. They're the only two I got from a tree or bird's nest. The rest of this stuff is some random guy was saying trade me for seeds. I didn't trade him. Some other guy did, but the guy who did thought, meh, I don't really want these here, and gave them to me. He just randomly traded me and says, take these here. I'm like, oh, okay. A lot of people kind of don't want these here because it clutters your bank, but you look at all the space you've got left. I may have, what, just over a third of my bank filled, but I'm happy enough with all the stuff that's in it, to be honest. I just need to sort it all out. So yeah, this is kind of my plan. I want to use everything in my bank. I want to put everything here that's useful into use. Obviously, Ghostbook Amulet and Bucket of Slime. Bucket of Slime will be used whenever I'm doing a bit of prayer, maybe. It's not going to get me much, but it'll be useful. Obviously, Undead Twigs will do nothing for me, but it's going to sit in my bank anyway. So, seeds, I plan to, after this video, go on a little kind of mini farming run with potato seeds and plant all them. Have I got any marigold seeds? I don't think I do. No, I thought they were then. That's in there. They look quite similar. So yeah, I got marigolds as well. I can't yet plant them, but after I rake all the patches, I'll be able to. So I'll possibly go around tree and farming a bit later. So that's kind of what I'm planning to do with seeds. I plan to level up my farming as high as I can with all these little seeds. Buy some if I need to or whatever. Try to use up every single seed and just collect all the resources from each of these here and keep them in the bank. It'd be pretty cool if I could do that, but because there's 900 all of these here and all that sort of stuff, probably from someone training thief and I'm a master farmer, all this sort of crap will be used up in that way. We've also got 4 Dwarven Stouts. We got these here actually from one of them, I think, is left over from whenever friend Zian got me to make something for him, smith something for him. And the others are from rocks, whatever the hell they're called, rock slugs. They drop them for some reason. I don't understand why, but they do. So they're going to come in useful possibly at some time whenever someone asks me to do some gold for them, which I'll happily do. If there's anything here that you want to put to use, there's nothing much here. I haven't got really good levels at all in anything, but if you want me to smith you some gold, I'll do it with the Dwarven Stouts. But that's pretty much it. I'll talk next episode about what I'm going to do with the rest of this stuff, but for now I'm going to sort these seeds out between videos. But for now, thanks a lot for watching the game. Remember to subscribe. There will be a giveaway coming up quite soon. I'm not too sure when, but maybe next couple of days the video will pop up for the giveaway. But thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you all later, and thanks a lot again. Goodbye.